Saturday night, Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley 2, billed as Leave No Doubt, features a professional boxing rematch between Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley live in Tampa, Florida. Let's break it down. Jake Paul is 24 years old. He's 5'10" with his 76-inch reach and a record of 4-0 with 3 knockouts. From Cleveland, Ohio, Paul and his older brother Logan rose to fame on the now defunct site Vine, where he built a massive following of 5.3 million through pranks and stunt videos. Throughout his career, he's been known for becoming embroiled in numerous controversies, both in his personal and professional life, leading to a beef with internet personality KS1 and his brother. On August 25th, 2018, the Paul brothers took on the Olatunji brothers in exhibition fights held in Manchester Arena, with Jake winning via 5th-round TKO, got caught with a series of unanswered punches, and his corner threw in the towel. Originally calling out singer Chris Brown for his professional debut, he instead settled on fellow YouTuber Anderson Gibb as the co-main event with world champion Demetrius Andrade. Paul won the fight, stopping Gibb halfway through round 1. On November 28, 2020, Paul faced professional basketball player Nate Robinson on the undercard of the Roy Jones vs. Mike Tyson exhibition. At the 1-minute, 24-second mark of the second round, Paul knocked Robinson out cold with a brutal right cross. In April of 2021, after months of back-and-forth trash talk, Paul took on former Bellator and One champion Ben Askren, dominating him from the start and knocking him out 1 minute and 59 seconds into the first round. On August 29, 2021, Paul took on former UFC Middleweight champion Tyron Woodley, who was making his pro debut in boxing. Paul was forced to fight past the second round for the first time in his career, took quite a beating, but managed to edge out a split decision victory. On October 29, 2021, it was announced Jake was going to fight Tommy Fury. However, on December 6, it was announced Fury had pulled out due to a rib injury, and Tyron Woodley stepped into his place for a rematch. Though he still has a limited skill set, Paul is an aggressive pressure fighter with explosive power in his right hand. Tyron Woodley is 39 years old. He's 5'9", with a 74-inch reach and a record of 19-7-1 with 7 knockouts and 5 submissions. From Ferguson, Missouri, Woodley, a natural athlete, was a football and wrestling standout in high school, winning the state wrestling championship and going on to become a 2-time All-American at Mizzou. After graduating with a degree in economics, he turned his attention to mixed martial arts, and after going 7-0 as an amateur, he made his professional debut in February of 2009 with a first-round TKO. Later that year, he made his Strikeforce debut with a first-round stoppage, and after going 10-0 with 6 stoppages, he took on Nate Marquardt for the vacant welterweight title, losing via 4th-round knockout. In 2013, he made his UFC debut, knocking out Jay Heron in round 1, then dropped a split decision at Jake Fields before finishing out the year with a brutal counter right cross knockout of Josh Koscheck. In 2014, he stopped Carlos Condit with a leg kick, then dropped a decision to Rory McDonald, followed by a split decision over Kevin Gastelum and a first-round cross knockout of Robbie Lawler to win the UFC welterweight title. In his first defense, he battled challenger Stephen Wonderboy Thompson to a draw, and in the rematch 4 months later, won by a hard-fought majority decision. He defended his belt twice more with a unanimous decision over Damian Maia, followed by a second-round Bravo choke submission of Darren Till before having his 3-year reign end with a wide unanimous decision loss to Kamaru Usman. Following a decision loss to Gilbert Burns, he took on longtime rival and former training partner Colby Covington, getting dominated for most of the fight before verbally submitting due to a rib injury in the 5th round. On March 27, 2021, in his final fight of the UFC contract, he took on Vicente Luque, coming out uncharacteristically aggressive, with both men rocking each other multiple times before Luque submitted him in the first round with a Bravo choke. The following month, at the Jake Paul vs. Ben Askren fight, Woodley, a longtime teammate of Askren, got into a verbal altercation with Paul, challenging to a fight after Askren was knocked out in the first round. August 29, 2021, Woodley made his pro boxing debut, and despite dominating a lot of the fight and taking Paul into the second round for the first time in his career, Woodley lost by split decision. On December 6, it was announced Woodley would step in for the injured Tommy Fury and rematch Jake Paul. A patient counter-striker, Woodley has world-class wrestling abilities, but over the last 8 years in the UFC, has developed excellent boxing skills and possesses thunderous one-punch knockout power. Does Woodley, at 39 years old, still possess the combination of skills and power to put an end to the hype train? Or will Jake Paul be able to prove to the world once and for all he's a legitimate fighter as he continues progressing towards bigger fights? Tune in Saturday night to Woodley versus Paul 2. Leave no doubt, and let's find out.